Modern yoga has drifted dangerously far from its origins. What was once a disciplined system for cultivating awareness and balancing energy has been replaced by choreographed workouts, playlist worship, and rushed sequencing that ignores nature and tradition. Yoga has not evolved, it has mutated, and the result is a practice that often weakens rather than strengthens the nervous system, and distracts rather than awakens the mind. The problem is not that yoga has become popular. Popularity is not the enemy of purity. The issue is disconnection from purpose. Real yoga is about alignment, not just spinal alignment, but alignment with breath, time, nature, and spirit. Today, yoga has become a marketplace of trends, where alignment is replaced by aesthetic, and teachers compete not in wisdom, but in entertainment. Yoga and natural rhythms. Traditional yoga honored the natural cycles of energy. Sun practices were for the morning, when prana rises and the mind is alert. Moon practices were for evening, when the body needs grounding and the nervous system needs restoration. Yoga's practiced with nature rather than against it. Today, studios schedule aggressive power vinyasa classes at 8:30 p.m. and market them as relaxing. It is a contradiction. A heated class with pounding music and high repetitions late at night overstimulates the sympathetic nervous system, disrupts sleep, elevates cortisol, and scatters energy. Students leave wired instead of calm. This is not yoga, it is nervous system abuse disguised as discipline. Ancient teachers would never prescribe stimulating sequences after dusk. They understood that yoga is not just movement, but energetic management. Yet modern yoga ignores these principles because they do not sell packages or fit commercial schedules.
A traditional yoga practice begins in Tadasana, mountain pose. This is not just habit but design. Standing upright establishes presence. The body organizes itself from the ground up. The breath deepens. The spine aligns. Awareness awakens. From this grounded state, movement unfolds naturally. Yet today's classes often begin in Savasana or child's pose. Students lie down before they have even awakened their breath or awareness. The body collapses into passivity. And then, moments later, a teacher is cueing jump backs and vinyasas. This is energetic whiplash. Instead of progression, the practice becomes a series of jolts. Without foundation, movement has no purpose. Traditional sequencing moves like a story. A beginning that prepares, a middle that transforms, and an end that integrates. Modern sequencing is often a random playlist of poses thrown together to fill 60 minutes. Breath as foundation, not background noise. Traditional yoga is built on pranayama, the regulation of breath as the bridge between body and mind. Breath is not a side note. It is the core technology of yoga. In Hatha Yoga Pradipika, asana is merely preparation for breath. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, breath discipline comes before concentration. Today, breathing is hardly mentioned in many classes beyond occasional reminders. Students move too fast to breathe consciously. Teachers cue poses quicker than the body can process. Breath becomes accessory to motion rather than the leader of it. Sequencing without breath is choreography. And choreography may be beautiful, but it is not yoga. The erosion of purposeful sequencing. Authentic yoga follows a logical arc. Awaken breath, warm the body, build energy, stabilize energy, descend towards stillness, and return to the ground. This creates pranic intelligence. The body opens safely, the joints prepare gradually, and the nervous system stays balanced. Modern yoga often jumps without rhythm. Down dog to plank to chaturanga in the first 3 minutes. Cold shoulders, tight joints, vulnerable low back, and yet students are pressured to keep up. Injury is common because classes ignore progression. Teachers rush, students push, and awareness gets lost. Even sun salutations, originally a sacred series used to honor the sun and awaken life force, have been reduced to fast vinyasa loops. Jump back, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, repeat until exhaustion. Repetition replaces reverence. The fitness takeover yoga today has surrendered to fitness culture. Sculpt yoga, tone yoga, boot camp flows, Yoga with dumbbells, the trend is clear. Strength matters, but yoga was never designed to compete with CrossFit. Its purpose was not to sculpt the perfect body, but to liberate consciousness from distraction and imbalance. When yoga becomes fitness, ego takes over. Students compete. Teachers entertain. Mirrors encourage self-judgment. The practice shifts outward instead of inward. Something essential is lost. Philosophy without pretense. Real yoga includes philosophy, but not as empty decoration. Today, many classes toss out a quote at the beginning of class as spiritual seasoning, but it is disconnected from the sequence. Traditional yoga teaches through experience, not slogans. Alignment teaches focus. Breath teaches presence. Stillness teaches surrender. Philosophy is built into the logic of practice. Reclaiming integrity. If modern yoga wants to reclaim its integrity, it must return to simple principles. 1. Honor natural rhythm, stimulating early, calming at night. 2. Begin from grounding stand to awaken awareness. 3. Let breath-led movement. 4. Sequence gradually progression before challenge. 5. Move with purpose flow that follows energy logic. 6. Teach stillness as the goal, not sweat, not speed. 7. Return to silence, because yoga is internal. Yoga without intention is not yoga. It is choreography. Yoga without breath is not yoga. It is exercise. Yoga without awareness is not yoga. It is distraction wearing Sanskrit clothing. Yoga is not lost. It is simply buried beneath trends and noise. Those who seek its roots can still find them in disciplined breath, intelligent sequencing, and reverence for stillness. The path has never changed. We simply need the courage to walk it again.